Let's see.
Recently, to the dismay of thousands.
Alright, so I'm kind of curious. So I am very curious what Iongo thinks about punishing Grey Raven. I'm very interested what he thinks. Granted, he's a sarcastic motherfucker, so we'll be very interested to see what he actually thinks. I'm just very curious what he thinks about PGR. Because he uninstalled it and then he reinstalled it again. So
I did withdraw from Zenless Zone 0 and have instead been playing Punishing Grey Raven. And since it's been around 2 weeks now,
that's very interesting that he uninstalled Zenless Zone 0. That's interesting, actually.
I figured for today's video, I would give a brutally honest review of the game. However, before I dive too deep into it, let me be clear at this point that I can confidently now say that Punishing Grey Raven utterly decimates, devastates, destroys, and disintegrates Zenless Zone 0 in a major way, and every measurable category, be it combat, story, characters, mechanics, whatever you can think of. And before I get people in the comments accusing me of being a Hoyo hater or a Kuro bot, do know that I also hold that Genshin Impact is better than Wuthering Waves. Overall, my takes.
I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious on that. Why he thinks Genshin Impact is better than Withering Waves, actually. I'm kind of curious on that, what he thinks about that. I kind of want to see that, actually.
On anime mobile games are free of bias, I just deliver the facts. For one, I predicted Wuthering Waves' failure very early on, and as for Zenless Zone 0, I was initially optimistic about it during launch time as the
I was not optimistic on the launch time. I don't know what you guys have been smoking or so. You guys must have been smoking that heavy crack or something, but I was definitely not optimistic or so about this game. I was 100% not optimistic about this game itself.
The game had cool proxies like Ellen Joe, Ching Yi, and Soldier 11 leading the way. However, as Homoverse shifted focus, introducing 4 back-to-back-to-back-to-back big boob straight cell pandering proxies as well.
Does Bernice have big boobs? I thought it was just only like the first 2 and then like the most recent one or so. I thought Bernice had like at least average size breast or so. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell herself from this point of angle, to be honest.
Well as delete the unique gameplay. Well, I knew it was a wrap for the game's revenue.
I'm gonna be honest with you, the TV thing, the TV stuff or so is, I don't like it. I don't like the TV thing. I don't like the TV system.
The unique gameplay. Well, I knew it was a wrap for the game's revenue. And now here we are. With the recent Gacha revenue report and general trend, no amount of coping can withstand the fact that I was spot on that both Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone 0 would be failing games.
Didn't they just said that you can't trust the Gacha revenue monthly thing? Didn't we just watch a video or so specifically talking about this? That you shouldn't trust this thing? I remember this correctly. We saw a video a guy or so talking about the gacha revenue, like the monthly gacha revenue, and he said that like you shouldn't be trusting this. You should probably take this as a grain of salt.
That I was spot on that both Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone 0 would be failing games. The fact of the matter is that both of these games had so much production value and so much money put into it, and for both of them not to be in the top 10 while both are still in a 1.0 launch patch phase, we just gotta be honest and say this is an objective, catastrophic, and quite frankly embarrassing failure, and do not let anyone gaslight you into thinking otherwise. Zenless Zone 0 and Wuthering
I guess he doesn't know about the video that you should not be taking the gacha revenue. Yes, take it as a grain of salt. It's about 60% off. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. I was like, wait a second, isn't this like, shouldn't you not be taking this gacha revenue shit serious because the gacha revenue thing is kind of off or so? If I remember correctly, like that's what they said. Also, that hand looks so weird or so. Is it just me or that hand looks so weird? There's like a weird extra thumb or something in the back of the hand. And is this AI? Is he using AI images? How dare you, Yongo?
Wuthering Waves are failing games played by failing people, and that's just about all there is to it.
Damn, I guess I'm a failing person then.
I accurately and precisely predicted both these games' demise, and I will continuously remind people of that because honestly, my concern for anyone who disagrees with me is that I may just be vastly smarter than you. So with all
This motherfucker. The fucking sarcastic tone that this motherfucker gives. I swear, I fucking love it.
of that out
I
of the way,
I
will
really
now
do love
get
it.
on
It's
to
so
my
funny.
review for Punishing Gray Raven in 2024. Now, I am currently level 75 just because I played a good bit on launch. However, I have only been a returning player for around 3 weeks, and a good bit has changed for sure. First, the game now has a PC client, which is honestly very good. It runs super well, the controls are...
I don't even use the PC client. I still use the emulator because the only reason why is because I don't have because I have both my accounts of the Taiwanese and the English one on one freaking you know, on one freaking thing or so. So why would I want to get me another? I would have to download like two different fucking things or so to do two different launchers or so just for me to play the Taiwanese one. But then I have to get my hands on the Taiwanese launcher somehow. You can probably get it, right? But I'll probably have to get some way. I have to get my hands on it, and then I have to update the English one or so, and then
They're all very...
and then I also have to rebind. I have to rechange and rebind the commands or so the way how I used to play it on my emulator, and that's just ugh, that's such a pain in the ass, to be honest.
Customizable, like you can even customize your in-game HUD, and the menus
That's
and
pretty
UI
cool.
are all very quick and responsive, which is crucial for an anime mobile game, as these are the type of games that you want to get in and get out, and just
That's
not
cool.
be dicking around menu screens. Like, I don't know about the rest of you all, but I am someone who typically only lasts 1 minute and just can't keep it in longer past that when it comes to anime mobile gaming. So the new PC client is just a straight up improvement to the game, but what I've really come to appreciate over time is the game's intricate lore. Basically, there's this virus in the world called the Punishing, and
Of course, the story and the lore in this game is so fucking great. I actually do enjoy it, even though I don't do every single story or so, but I do know to some degree or so to it. So.
in the opening cinematic, we see a girl named Lucia who is part of a squad called Gray Raven. And while Lucia seems to have fallen in battle, we then cut to a robo-creature who exclaims, "Exterminate Homo sapien." And at this point, the inner symbolism for this video game is established.
The robots are killing all the Homo sapiens. All of the homos.
We later learn, I think in
Oh
like
my.
chapter 9,
Oh
that
my.
those infected by the virus are called heterosapiens, and basically every enemy type in the game has the prefix of hetero, whether it...
So you're telling me, right? Is this like an analogy or so that the virus is killing all of the it's like murdering all the homosexuals, but it's turning all of the homosexuals into heterosexuals? Is this like a play on word or so that's just turning all the gay people to straight people? Is this what this means or so? Is that the true meaning of the punishing virus? Is this what it actually means or so? Yeah, it's kind of weird or so, it's kind of odd, the straight core, it's called the straight core.
be hetero core, hetero mammoth,
The straight mammoth.
hetero hive mother,
The straight hive mother.
everything you fight
The straight Chico.
and murder in this game is...
The straight consciousness host.
is a blatant hetero.
The straight Fenrir. Damn, I never knew Fenrir was gay. Holy shit, that's crazy.
Distinction between
That's
hetero
crazy.
enemies and said hetero enemies referring to us as Homo sapiens is purposeful writing by Kuro Games to contrast homo versus hetero, therefore implying that each...
is he actually going to fucking say it, dude? No, bro. I didn't even see the video. Is he?
Evil post-apocalyptic mass robo army symbolizes straight people, and the good and just gray...
Oh my! I was just joking. I didn't even. Oh my! I was just fucking joking, dude. I was actually legit fucking joking. I didn't think he was actually gonna play on that. Actually.
Raven treatment squad symbolizes gay people. The hidden pun wordplay of homo versus hetero is what we call a double entendre in literature,
Oh
and
my
PGR
God,
subtly
dude.
inserting this is truly masterful writing. After I viewed the game's story from this
Oh
new
my
lens,
fucking
just
God,
everything
man.
becomes so clear. The punishing virus turns people hetero, and due to the nature of disease spread, problems compound exponentially.
So basically, it just turns gay people to straight. That's basically what it is. Where's Senna? He got new war to
This is
fight.
clearly referencing the massive issue with overpopulation.
No. They're trying to the punishing virus is just trying to turn all the gay people straight. You know.
Is being caused solely by straight people.
He's being sarcastic.
No other sexuality is overpopulating the earth, and like I just don't understand why more people aren't talking about this.
This is so fucking funny, though.
Like to me, it's just very obvious we have
It's
way
so
too many
fucking
people on the
funny.
planet now. Specifically straight people. I just
I
find that
swear.
everything is.
I love his tone of voice. He keeps the most serious tone voice. Like he always has the same monotone voice, even though he's talking about subjects like this. It's, to be honest, I fucking love this guy. Of course, I'm not subscribed to him because I don't watch a lot of his videos but it's from time to time or so. But I think this guy is fucking genius. He's fucking awesome. He's such a great content creator. I would love to shake his hand or so one day. I'd be like, man, dude, you're fucking cool, dude. I don't know how you managed to stay so like single straight face or so while talking about some of these subjects.
Crowded now in San Francisco. Like just the other day, I had to stand in line at a Phil's Coffee for 20 whole minutes. This is absolutely unacceptable. Hey, what's up, you all? So while editing this video, I did realize that I do have a lot of non-American viewers who might not be aware of what Phil's Coffee is. Because the thing about Phil's Coffee is that it's only available for Americans. More specifically, Phil's Coffee is only located in California because it's actually a government subsidized coffee shop that is only rewarded to certain preferred locations. Basically, think of it that Phil's Coffee is a reward for good citizenship. So obviously, we have a bunch in San Francisco.
So that's your social credits going up or so. If you drink from Phil's Coffee or so, your social credit goes up. Just letting you know, It helps you out. It helps you out for your finance when you get older, Now he's speaking straight facts. Man discovered the real plot of Pgr. He's a real detective. Bro, I called this shit out a while ago or so when they were called hetero or so. I was like, wait a second, what? Homo sapiens? What?
Cisco.
You're calling me gay?
Los Angeles has a couple, and I think San Diego has one. And the rest of the country is just deemed unworthy of having a Phil's Coffee. Anyways, with that explained now, you can probably imagine.
Ew, coffee. I hate coffee though. I hate coffee.
Can get rather crowded, and
my lips have never touched coffee in my entire life.
Thing is, we do have a good bit of Phil's Coffee in San Francisco, but as you can see, a lot of them are just concentrated after the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge, and once you get further into town, there's less concentration of Phil's Coffee. So specifically, this one on Market Street gets way too crowded. There's really none near Japantown. There's none really in the.
You think Japantown is gonna have something like that? I would like to check out Japantown, to be honest. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Marina district. And what really pisses me off is that there's way more Pete's Coffee, which is just a slightly better version of Starbucks. Like, look, there's a guaranteed Pete's Coffee every couple blocks. Like, there's never anyone lined up for these fucking things. I have no idea how they're in business still. But like,
my lips have never touched coffee in my entire life. I've never touched coffee ever. I hate the smell of it.
Scratch all this, forget it.
Like, my nose gets irritated when I smell
if
coffee.
The planet wasn't so overpopulated, specifically.
You would love coffee.
That was the point I was trying to make.
No.
Anyways, yeah, back to the video. Bye. The gameplay in Punishing Gray Raven is very addicting, though honestly does take a lot of adjusting to. I would say that PGR, even with all the tutorials the game gives players, is just not the most obvious game to pick up. Like, the character kits are rather convoluted, how teams are supposed to build and rotate I still don't find very obvious, and getting used to the randomly
You know what I do in PGR or so? I just play whatever character I want to play and just get good. That's it. That's all it is, I just play whatever character I want to play and I just kill. That's it. That's all I do, man. There's honestly, it's a mobile game. It's not really that hard. Gold social credit wasn't high enough to enjoy Phil's
generating
coffee.
orb combat is rather difficult. Like, I fully built this went through her tutorial twice, and I still don't know what the fuck my abilities do exactly. Now, the most unique thing
You don't even need to know what they. You don't even need to know what they do. You just click buttons and do damage. That's all you need to do.
about punishing Grey Raven is definitely the orb system, which is just easiest to demonstrate in-game. So when you attack an enemy, you just randomly generate orbs at the bottom, and it can come of 3 colors, yellow, red, or blue. And these orbs are kind of like your abilities. So if I press the C button on my keyboard, that's my yellow ability. I can do C again, but this time it'll be blue. So you have to be pretty proactive and see where the orb is. And then the other thing is if you get 3 in a row, it's actually an enhanced version of the ability. So if I press 3, which is my blue, and then I press 4, I do an enhanced version of my red ability. So this is like all pretty difficult to manage. Okay, like you're effectively playing 2 games. You're fighting the enemy here, and then you're kind of like dorking around with your orbs down here.
You want to know something? You want to know something? My peripherals that I can see, I'm focusing here most of the time, that I can see what's down here. Blue, red, you know, yellow, blue. And then I can't see what's over here because my microphone's in the way. Oh, yellow. Yeah, so like most of the time, because like, well, my orbs are over here. My orbs are over here. For my specific orbs, they're on top of up here. So I'm looking usually over here, so 9 times out of 10, I'm not really paying attention too much about this because of muscle memory already remembers, you know, where they're at anyway, so.
So that is like one thing that definitely filters me majorly. I guess another complaint I had initially was the camera.
mine's are above the for my orbs specifically, because I play on the default settings or so. They're right here. All of my orbs are right here. Having them down here is not really super great personally.
Seems like crazy, but
I just slammed my keyboard for sure it hit something.
The kits, it becomes way more predictable. It just seems like the camera's spazzing out because when you're new to the game, you don't really know what your character's abilities do. Like, for example, if she gets 3 in a row, I know she's gonna do a follow-up. So you kind of get more used to the character if you play them more. To end this video, I'll just show off my current progress on my account. So currently level 75. I think I unlock everything at level 80, but let's check out my members here. So I got the omnipotent, powerful white female DPS that truly transcend all anime mobile games. Blackrock Shooter, of course. She basically made me re-download this game. And then Crimson Abyss Lucia, and I'm working on getting her Leap, which seems very expensive. But basically, Leaps are a copy-paste of the accessory system in Revy Starlight Relive. It's really a way for the older release characters to power up and match the power level of the newer characters. Actually,
oh yeah, I should probably do that actually, to be honest. I should probably do that. I probably have enough materials for it.
I don't really know how to even get this, because if I go here, it tells me to get a Leap wafer chip. If I go here though, I don't see it anywhere. So if someone in the YouTube comments doesn't know how I'm supposed to farm this, please just @ me on the X platform, and I will expense a trip to San Francisco for you and sign whatever you want.
What a great review, man. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 review right there, man. I'm telling you, man. PGR is just a good fucking mobile game, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, you don't even need to look at reviews, bro. Just playing the game itself and you playing it like for a bit or so, you understand, and the story is just really fucking great. So, like I said, pretty fucking great, pretty freaking enjoyable. PGR is just a superior third-person hack and slash game, to be honest. No other games can top it. So, but anyways, that's it. You know, I need to leap my physical tank. Yeah, I need to do that too as well. I need to do the leap stuff, but at the same time, you know, I can hold off anyways because some of the new characters will be replacing those characters anyway. So that's the only difference, you know. Unless they come back into the meta or something with those specific leaps or so. But yeah, not bad. That was a good video. Like I said, Iango is always a funny motherfucker to always listen to. Love this man. Love this man indeed. But yeah, what an enjoyable video.